Alright guys, oftentimes I'm given the question, Chris, should I go after the money or should I go after a job that's not so hard for less money? So let's go ahead and throw this out there. Currently, right now in my local area, April of 2023, there is a job that I do know of that is legitimately paying $100 an hour. And I'm not even in a big area. I'm not in a very populated area or you know, a market such as DC or New York City or LA, nothing like that. My market isn't very big, yet there is a job paying $100 an hour. Most nurses starting out as new grads are probably going to be in the $25 to $30 range. Now, the $100 an hour job is a perfect circumstance job. You have to work the nights and weekends. It has to be a certain type of ICU. You have to be willing to work the hours that it is. So it's, you know, sort of a perfect storm of a job, but it does exist. Whereas if you take a job as a new grad at, say, a family provider, of a family doctor, you're going to be at about $25 an hour range. So 4 times as much for nights, weekends, ICU as opposed to family doctor, 8 to 5-ish. No weekends. Now, what's the biggest difference rather than pay? What is the biggest concern rather than how less or how much more you will make? It is probably the acuity or job load that you will be doing. Now, for a lot of people, this may or may not be a deal breaker. For myself, I can go ahead and tell you I do not have the time management skills to possess the job that pays $100 an hour. I just don't. I can't keep track of all of this in my mind. I would have to write it all down, and I would probably be too slow at it to do that job safely. Is it something I should look into? No. It's not something I should look into at all. But then you have jobs such as the family doctor, which is you're probably going to be doing some shots, some blood pressures, initial history and physicals, things like that, a little bit of assessing, reporting off to the provider, things like that. So that's your very bottom, your base, your very, very bottom. You've got to find out where in there you lie. Now, I am on this further end. I am not very good with high acuity, high patient load, a lot of workload. I am better, and I know myself, I am better suited for sort of the doctor's office side. Not saying that everybody is, some people aren't, but if you feel like you need a slower pace, I would definitely suggest you go for the lower pay. If you are a go out there, go-getter and a striver and you want to do everything in the world and you're Superman, feel like you're Superman or Superwoman, go ahead and go after that $100 an hour job. It might be for you. You as a nurse have to figure out which one of these you are and which one you are best fitted for. And some people don't get it right first time, myself included. I got it wrong the first time I got a job as a new grad. It wasn't for me. It was too much for me. I did it, but too much for me. So there's no perfect job. There's no perfect job, no perfect salary for everybody. Just know, typically, the higher the salary, the harder the job. Might be for you, might not be for you. Hope it helps. Thank you much.